drop a quick thing on Facebook to say thank you to everyone who tuned in to the quiz stream. It was really lovely to see so many people. That's going to be a regular thing. We're going to do them every Saturday for the foreseeable future. And I just wanted to drop a note about another dumb idea which people seem to be up for, just to try and maybe give it a little bit of televised radio play. That's not a phrase. Sensation. I was going to play through the classic Phoenix Wright games. If you don't know, they were, I guess, sort of point-and-click adventure games, but way more complex than that. On the Nintendo DS originally. In Japan, they were on the Game Boy Advance. But I played through them when I was younger, when I was on like long car trips, or I was inside for ages, or it was raining. And I just remember falling in love with the characters and the writing. It's very silly, very hyper-dramatic. It's a great game. So I thought, maybe on a Wednesday, date not to be confirmed, we could do a one Phoenix Wright case every time. But as a fun variation on that, rather than, because it's all text-based, all of the dialogue, there's no voice acting, I thought, because there are so many actors out there probably bored out of their skulls, I was thinking we could have a full voice cast and play through the Phoenix Wright games case by case. I think that would be a really fun thing to do. In terms of auditioning, there's no auditioning. That would be bullshit. But if you want to send me voice clips of you being characters from Phoenix Wright, always a delight. DM's open, Facebook Messenger open. Those who have my email, do it. And hopefully we will see everyone soon at what I'm dubbing the THEATRE DE PHÉNIX, Theatre of the Phoenix. I have too much time on my hands, but I've got to channel the energy somewhere. Greetings! Good evening, all and sundry, and welcome to this very special anniversary edition of THEATRE DE PHÉNIX. My name is Chaz Redhead. I am the artistic director / creative genius behind this, the most critically ignored online theatre company of the past 365 days. And today is a very special day. We are celebrating our 1-year anniversary, a whole year since we started, since I didn't have this background, since I didn't have a streaming setup. It was me and my laptop and a webcam on my sofa with a bunch of people who I'd tricked into doing this dumb thing. And we're here a year later, and some of those people are still here doing it. It's like there's nothing else to do. Where were we? Now, it's very important that we celebrate the anniversary, which is why I'm in my black tie. Spoiler alert, none of the other cast dressed up. That's why I'm not putting them on camera, lazy vagabonds. And let's take a moment to celebrate how far we've come with a look back on some of the greatest moments. What's that? I couldn't be asked to edit them together? That makes sense. So let's go straight back into the case that we were on, which is Recipe for Turnabout. For those who are watching Theatre de Phénix for the first time, I have some terrible news. It started out as a semi-serious recreation of the Phoenix Wright games, and over 2 games and a whole calendar year, it's now less a retelling of the games and more just a series of collective in-jokes in the form of a narrative. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the raid, Dante Balakwa. Welcome one. Welcome all. Please do find your seats quickly. This is a theatre after all. Programs are available. And let me catch you up on Recipe for Turnabout. So, a programmer called Glenn Elg has been killed by poison. And the woman accused of poisoning him used to be a cop, is a waitress by the name of Maggie Bird, who Phoenix Wright, our protagonist, our head lawyer, has actually defended in the past. There's a lot of rich lore here. Phoenix takes on Maggie as a client, and we've already cross-examined such exciting characters as Victor Kudo, pervy old man. Oh, Japan. But now we are getting closer and closer to the investigation. There's talk of a winning lottery ticket that Glenn Elg might have had. It might be linked to his job as a programmer. We've spoken to his boss, Lisa Basil, head of the company. But we've also gone to a loan shark's office, a loan shark by the name of Furio Tigre. Just going to let that name settle for a bit. Also working there is a very sinister young woman called Viola Cadaverini, who is related to the Cadaverini crime family. So that could be, important. We should probably just get back to the case, to be honest. There is so much I can't explain. Oh, and then also, in terms of in-jokes that have been established, Phoenix has somebody who follows him around called Gary, who's never on camera. Gary says sarcastic things, and he also plays the synthesizer. There is no canonical look for Gary. Just picture somebody dragging around a synth on wheels in your head. That'll be enough. Without further ado, the stage is set. The actors are prepared. So, without further ado, let us begin our journey into Recipe for Turnabout. Enjoy.
What should we chat about now? I'm not sure if I really want to get involved in this, but who are the Cadaverinis? Who are they, I wonder?
Who are they? A scary bunch of people, that's who.
Oh, okay. You're a cop and you're scared. What's that about?
Trust me, it doesn't matter if you're a kid or a cop. These guys are scary. They've got some serious clout in the criminal underworld. So many retweets.
Yeah.
We can't touch them. They got too much moolah. When did I start talking like this?
Moolah? As in...
Yeah, moolah.
Singing cows?
They pretty much control all the cash on the city's black market.
Cleared your throat, Dick. The orange black market, huh? And that includes Tender Lender, I take it.
Sure, but no one stands up to Bruno Cadaverini. And I mean no one.
It was almost right. It was almost right.
That human bowling boy. Ball. Interesting.
So, Viola's the granddaughter of some mafia boss then?
Yeah, and everyone knows how much Bruno loves his little girl. She means everything to him.
So, how did she end up at Tender Lender?
I don't know, pal. Maybe she just likes shops with rhyming names. But I heard she and the boss at a Tender Lender are pretty tight.
Tight?
Yeah, it's the opposite of loose.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah, tight like a tiger. That's what it said in a file I read related to Maggie's case.
I think he went Dutch there for a second, sir.
Just a smidge. Sounds like a pretty important clue.
You're a pretty important clue.
Oh, thank you, Gumshoe. That's really nice. In here, a virus is a program that gets inside a computer and causes damage. Just want to let everyone know about that.
And a diva is a female version of a hustler. But damage? You mean it makes the machine go boom and explode?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Oh, no, sorry, no. The damage is, well, it's all internal.
But that's where the damage is supposed to be.
Yeah, that's where the blood is supposed to be, inside.
wait, so the inside goes boom, right?
Solid jump in from Maya Fey.
Thanks.
Imagine if you will, all the case data you've got stored on your PCs here in the station.
You are way too confident going into this explanation.
A virus could, wipe out all that. That's the kind of damage I'm talking about.
Whoa, that's scary, I think.
You channel the dead!
Yeah, but memory going, Gary, that's even scarier. And what's even more scary is that viruses are infectious.
Whoa, infectious?
Yeah, like juggling.
Extremely
accents.
infectious. most computers are connected together on a network. Am I right?
Yeah. I mean, pretty good so far. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I'm doing well here. A virus can move from one machine to another over the network. They got like little legs,
Icarus.
and they run through the wire, and then they jump onto a computer and like latch on with their big teeth. And so the virus just keeps spreading faster and faster and faster. So they're running through these cables super fast.
But you can't just take it off there because it's not a big truck. It's a series of tubes.
HMPH, just like a real virus, huh?
But Nick, why would anybody want to make a program like that?
Yeah, it takes ages to type in all that data. Why would you want to destroy it, pal?
No, people don't infect their own machines. They send the virus to someone else's.
What? That's horrible!
Isn't it?
Oh, I get it. It's like you're sneezing on Gato so he catches a cold. That's why he's always waiting.
Right! Then he wouldn't be able to turn up in court because he'd be too sick. You really shouldn't do stuff like that, Nick. It's wrong.
Who, what, where? Hang on, when and why did the conversation jump to talking about me?
Well, you kind of were an expert about it. I just assumed that you knew that much about it, that it's what you were doing.
No, that's fair. Anyway, that's what a computer virus is. All that I just said. A bad program that causes damage.
A bad program like The Masked Singer? Would have been better if I'd said it right the first time.
And all the different viruses have orange names, right?
That's right.
I kind of feel like I've heard the name of the virus we've caught somewhere before.
I just had something in my throat there for a second. Just
you in your throat for the second time. Yeah, the name of the orange virus, huh? Well, I feel like I've heard of it before too.
We already knew about the MC Bomber virus from a while back. A group of criminals issued a series of demands to the head honchos of law enforcement.
Way past the half for your arrival. The lack of professionalism in this
I don't know
company
what you're talking about.
is staggering.
It was the same guy the whole time. That's something in my throat. They threatened to release the virus if their demands weren't met.
Who are they?
Hey, you sound different. I don't know. Some hotshots from the criminal underworld would be my guess.
And now the virus has been released, huh?
Yeah.
It has.
Yeah, it has. In every computer, in every public office in the city.
Were you about to say pubic office? Be honest.
Yep. Thought better of it. Everyone's going nuts.
In the pubic office, probably, yeah.
In the pubic office. Yeah, they gotta go nuts down in the pubic office. They're hopping around like they're dancing at a carnival.
This is too early for you to break this hard.
Oh, whoa. All this stuff with criminals and viruses? It almost feels like we're in a sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
That's the takeaway I've got from this conversation.
Apparently, the programmer who made the virus was a real genius or something. The focus right now is on tracing the orange root of this virus back to the market.
Hang on, you mean someone put this virus up for orange sale?
Yep. And because this one's so powerful...
It is a CD-ROM, after all. The most powerful file format there is.
They're estimating its price tag was in the millions of orange dollars, pal.
Or is it down? In the millions? A virus can be worth that much? Right, pop it back in your coat pocket here.
Yeah! I can't believe it! I almost forgot the most important thing.
I can believe
It's
you
all right.
forgot the most important thing.
Oh, well, it's all right, Dick. It's all right. And that is...
He just broke that desk in half.
Yeah.
You know, the lunchbox. How did everything go?
Oh, with the weenies.
Yeah, hang on, the lunchbox?
No, I don't know either, man.
Remember the weenies, like I just said, the weenies.
Are you writing this?
Somebody, for God's sake, say the line.
I hate weenies.
Oh, yeah! Those weenies!
In the pubic office.
Yeah.
So, how did my weenies taste? When they went down the hatch.
Rephrase that immediately.
Sorry, how did my sausage taste
No.
when it was in her mouth?
It's worse, if anything.
Well, it was delicious.
Who the fuck? Was this written in the 70s?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Hey, up top! That's what she said.
That's what she said? Question mark. And I think I speak for all of us when I say, really? Don't worry about it, pal. I figured something would happen, so I came prepared.
It's the only way to.
Prepared? What do you mean? Well, now.
I made a jumbo lunchbox.
So you're solving the weenie issue with more weenies.
Bigger weenies.
Oh.
Do me a favor again, huh, pal? And deliver this. Zip.
Straight into my chest there. All right. This sure is a heavy burden
Yeah.
in more ways than one.
Ah, yeah, the weenie burden.
I can just imagine Maggie's little eyes sparkling with joy when you bring her that.
Why do you have a list of instructions here where the first one's cut a hole in a box?
Oh, God. Weenies again, Nick? Oh, tell me we don't have to eat all these, too.
There you go, get those weenies down you.
Right, let's go and pop this in here.
I really can't eat anymore. I
No
don't know if
more
I
weenies.
mentioned, but I ate her weenies. She didn't eat her weenies. I ate her
You
weenies.
ate her weenie. She's weenied out. Let's get the
Right.
hell
I
out
think we
of here.
all need
Let's
out.
get the hell out of here.
Let's get the hell out of here and talk to Lisa Basil again. Rachel, get ready.
All right, let's head off. Nope. I like to go
How the
everywhere
hell do we get
via
to it?
other places I've been. Yeah, here we go. Bloody sat-nav.
There it is.
No? Oh, here it is.
There you are, Lisa.
Yeah. Let's give you a present. What we got? Here we go. Take that. So, how about you tell me what kind of trouble Mr. Elg was in?
Sorry, sir. We don't deal with troubleshooting here. Perhaps you'd like to speak with someone in customer service.
Yeah, I'm customer service. What the fuck do you want?
Right. I just want to know about Mr. Elg. Hang on. What's she talking about?
I'm gonna burn you.
Why's that guy got his top off? Look, I guess I'd better just take a shot and see where it gets me.
That's a bad attitude
That's
to
what I
have.
always do. Here, Miss Basil, let me ask you something. Did Mr. Elg's troubles have something to do with this? Which is in here. Hang on, where is it? Oh, Christ.
You should
right,
really
it's
have
next
the
to
evidence
pencils.
prepared before you trail
Yeah,
off a
I know.
sentence.
I stayed in the office last night. It's a long story.
What is that?
This is a lottery ticket. There were hundreds of these on the victim's tables at the scene of the crime.
And what is the relevance of that?
The victim, Mr. Glenn Elg, had a gambling habit, didn't he?
I don't think that that's a logical conclusion based on the facts.
Did anyone else just see her slide to the left for a couple of seconds? Or was that...
Yeah, only for a slight
Yeah,
couple of seconds, yeah.
Everyone dreams of being rich. Even I listen to millionaire radio.
Dream of electric sheep. Is that a reference? I think it is a reference, isn't it, to something?
Yeah, it's a 6
You know
out
all
of 10
that
Blade Runner
stuff.
reference, yeah.
There we go. There it is. Haven't seen it. She's right. That is a bit weak on its own. But Mr. Elg's gambling wasn't restricted to the lottery, was it? Hang on. Jeez, I should have prepared this. Here you go. Take that. Right, the lottery, horse racing, he bought a lot of tickets and lost a lot of times. That's got to hurt his wallet pretty bad, don't you think? Maybe bad enough to be the cause of some pretty serious trouble, perhaps.
Oh my god, I think she's malfunctioning.
No! You are right. Glenn did have a gambling habit. You good people must not follow his example. Do you understand?
Trust me, even if I wanted to, I don't exactly have the money to buy any.
And also, I'm sort of independently wealthy.
Yeah.
But if you win, there's no problem, is there? And Glenn had a winning ticket, didn't he? For $500,000.
Yeah, but
It's hard to imagine how he could have been in trouble then, isn't it?
She just slid again. Did anyone else see it? She did it again!
look, pardon me, I do apologise. It's true that Mr. Elg won $500,000, right? But in the end,
It doesn't even matter.
yeah, I said that as if I was going to continue it, but that's the end of that sentence. But that was his first stroke of good luck. He was in deep trouble before that.
Deep trouble? What do you mean?
Mr. Elg's real problem was with someone or something more terrifying and ferocious. Take that. Furio Tigre, the boss of a loan office called Tender Lender.
Tender lender. People with businesses should think harder before naming their offices.
You're called Blue Screens Inc.
Like you're one to talk. There we go. You got there first.
Don't
Gary.
jump
Well,
on my
hang
thing. Don't.
Hey, I'm supporting you. What do you think?
Our firm is doing very well at the moment. I don't think we need to borrow money.
They've got Dyson hand dryers in the toilets, Gary. Right. Hey, no, hang on, no. I mean about Mr. Elg.
You think Glenn had something to do with this Fertigra?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I don't know of any connection between the two of them.
Okay, you're going to have to speak your question a little bit more spaced out so that she can recognise the speech patterns.
Okay. Really? Because I've got proof that Mr. Elg and the tiger knew each other. Right. And I've got it in here. Here we go. Take that. Furo Tigre, aka the Tiger, is the boss of a loan office called Tender Lender. This is who Mr. Elg met with on the day of his murder.
Syntax, for God's sake!
And the only thing a loan shark would talk with him about would be his debt.
No! It's true. Glenn had racked up quite a bit of debt from his gambling habit. About $100 $100,000. I think 10. Maths.
$100,000 orange dollars. Oh, ouch.
But I heard he won the lottery, so he should have been in the clear.
Shame Maggie couldn't get a bit of that good luck. Look, okay. So, the guy got lucky and won the lottery. But what if he hadn't won? Think about that. What was the plan then?
Well, it isn't easy to say, but he said he would use his talents to repay the money.
His talent.
Juggling. I knew it. Everything comes back to juggling.
I suspect he was talking about programming.
But what computer program is worth $100,000?
Oh God, we just talked about this 5 minutes ago.
Perhaps you good people should leave so I can get back to my work.
Her irises have gone red, sir.
I'm so close to cracking her, or this case. Look, the program in question, was it any chance? Let me find it. No, where is it? This. Take that. Well, this it. This it, isn't it?
Don't
It's
just
this
smush
thing.
it against her nose.
No, look at it. It's this, though, isn't it? Look, this is the virus that's infected computers worldwide as we speak. MC Bomber.
No!
Go, that was a successful unlock, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Glenn's head had more processing power than any computer. But it had been infected with a gambling virus. Glenn was in too deep.
And he was trying to keep up above in his head instead of going under.
Instead of going under?
Instead of going under again.
You mean he was in debt?
Yes, $100,000 in debt. Not an easy amount to repay. So, he said he was getting on some extra work. Something a bit risky.
Risky? How?
Maybe, because I'm still here, guys. I don't know if you realize. Maybe.
Oh, hey, Mayor.
Yeah, I'm still here. I was just waiting for you to do your job. That's all, Nick. Maybe he was going to become a waitress at THEATRE.
That's a very dark joke, Maya. It's a very dark joke.
Where do you come up with these ideas? Right, here. So it's safe to say that Mr. L was the creator of this virus, huh?
The MC Bomber virus, yes. It was a work of genius, in a bad sort of way, of course, but still genius.
The more we press her, sir, the more she sounds like she's from Long Island.
Something like that would probably fetch several $1 million on the black market.
She's just pivoted back to the West Coast.
Inconceivable. Gumshoe was right for a change.
You don't mean that, surely.
I do.
This date, December 3rd, is it marked on his calendar? It was his deadline for repaying his debts.
There's the slide again.
Yeah, I guess we won't be needing these horse racing tickets anymore.
Oh, but I like laughing at the horse names.
I know, but I'm throwing it back on the floor.
Can you use the trash can, Nick?
No, throw on the floor.
Or the recycling receptacle, please?
This is a dump and dash. This is a dump and dash. Let's get out of here.
Run! Just pick up a quick coffee and off we go.
Nope, not even engaging with that.
No, we're off.
Oh, Jesus. All right, here we go. All right, brace yourself, sir. We're going in.
Oh no,
Okay.
not her again. She's really creepy.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Hello. Here, take that. You said that bandage around your head was from an operation?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
You also said you suffered a fatal injury in the head, correct?
See, yes, the operation was very difficult, apparently.
Now, by fatal injury, you mean you were orangely hurt very badly somehow, right?
Yes,
Did the injury in question have something to do with... Give me 2 seconds.
You're gonna bring us something traumatic?
Maybe this. Take that. I have here a car repair bill. From this, it seems pretty bloody obvious that this car was involved in an orange accident.
Oh my god, let me see that.
Here you go.
Vaffanculo, this bill is made out to the cadaverinis.
Yes, it is.
I don't think I ever introduced myself. Tell me, what do the cadaverinis have to do with me?
Something tells me she's not about to say hi and introduce herself, right? All right then, right. Your relationship with the cadaverinis is very strong, and this is why. I do have a reason. Here it is, take that. I know exactly who you are, Viola Cadaverini. You sustained that injury in a traffic accident, didn't you?
I'm not sure what's happening. I have a bad head. It happens about 4 months ago. I was driving one of our family's cars when someone pulled out in front of me. It was a motorbike or something like that. I'm not sure remember it much, but I've done a little picture.
Oh, thank you. It's very
no
helpful.
problem. It's all I can think about the day in and day out. Anyway, I swear to try avoid it, but... I took a blow to the head. It was a bad one.
Yeah, I can imagine. So, what happened to the person on the bike?
And if my grandmother had wheels, she would have been a bike.
I'm guessing they didn't get away with injuring the Viola Cadaverini, did they?
No, Sam, don't know what happened to them. They ran away, or so I heard.
Ran away?
I was in a car wreck at the time, so I wasn't sure. If they stayed, I'd have...
That's a murder laugh, sir. That's a straight-up murder laugh.
I think you're right there, Gary. God, is it possible? Could the person who committed the hit and run have been... Oh, fuck, who could it have been? Oh, here we go, take that. It was this man, wasn't it? He was the cause of your accident.
Holy dicks. It wasn't Don Tigre. I refuse to believe it. We collided, the motorbike and my car. But Don Tigre isn't injured at all, is he?
It was the tiger who caused Vio to crash. I can feel it. I just know. Look, plus, one of her locks just broke, so that's a good indication. So she must suspect it was him too.
It's a very good indication in a linear mystery game, yeah.
Here, I'm sorry, Miss Cadaverini, but I have the proof that the tiger was involved in a traffic accident on his bike.
All right, get it out of your bag then.
All right, here it is.
Holy shit!
There
it's
it
like
is.
a Mary Poppin.
Mr. Tigre rides. Jesus, that's heavy. Rides around
Don't
on a
put it on my
scooter, doesn't
foot.
he? God, sorry, Gary.
He does, yeah, I'm sure. Maybe he has a little Vespa.
And you'll notice that the front wheel guard is badly damaged.
Oh, Okay, maybe I'll put my head against it, see if it's the shape of my head.
Yeah, that's a perfect fix. I'm really sorry, Viola. Look, Miss Cadavarini, you know the truth, don't you? You do. Yeah, and this repair bill was paid by Furio Tigre. The Cadaverinis have known for ages, absolutely ages, who caused the accident, haven't they?
I don't speak. It's impossible. Perhaps somewhere inside me, I knew that might be true.
Sorry, that was just my deliverer. I just ordered something. Thanks, mate. There we go. Cheers. Look, I knew it.
But Don Tigre still saved my life. The operation was very complicated, but it was very expensive.
How much are we talking here?
That's very, very expensive. I know I have the receipts.
Oh, she seems kind of hesitant about giving me an actual figure. I should back off. I should have many games ago. Look, well, anyway, it was the tiger who paid for it, right?
After I recovered, Don Tigre told me. He say paid for the operation because he cared about me and oranges. I believe it.
Really? Do you honestly believe that to be true?
See.
Do you want to know what I think? I'm just going to tell you.
No, really.
I think
I didn't ask.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to
Okay.
tell you. I think the reason he paid for the operation wasn't because of you, someone else.
Are you going to expect a reaction from me as well?
Hang on, I'm going to give you a present. Here you go, take that. Perhaps I shouldn't be saying this, but fuck it. I'm here now. Your grandfather, Bruto Cadavarini, controls a lot of dubious cash, isn't he? And you are his beloved pride and joy.
Don't bring up my father.
Sure, look, I don't know exactly how much the operation cost, but if you weren't the granddaughter of Mr. Cadavarini, do you think Mr. Tigre would have paid the money? You know?
This is a lot to be processed. $1 million.
Another unsuccessful unlock there.
2 in a row. It's pretty good.
Nice.
4 months ago, I was in a traffic accident. I don't know if we've said that already, but like I said, it's hurt my head, so I'm not sure what we have already established. That is why I needed the operation.
It's nice to be clear and go over things.
No, that's okay. I will continue. When I wake up, they told me it was nothing serious. It was simple procedure.
Oh, because I'm still here.
Jesus!
Yeah.
Holy shit, Ed. What is it? In purple. Who is this
It?
woman?
What is it? It?
I hurt my head.
Well,
I feel you're using that as a
this
get
is-
out of jail free card.
Yeah, that's not an excuse at this point, I don't think.
I don't think you could use that to bail on faux pas.
yeah, I guess if she recovered in 4 months, it couldn't have been too big.
Quite exactly, that's what I mean.
She's got a point there.
They did say that the operation cost $1 orange. I've hurt my head.
Wait, what did you say?
$1 million. That's what I meant to say.
Oh, I was $1? No, $1 million bucks?
My grandfather ordered Don Tigre to pay
He ordered a toupee.
$1 million in a compensation.
Well, you were in an
Sorry?
accident that wasn't your fault, so you may be entitled to some compensation.
Compensation? Huh?
Do not mock me. I've hurt my head.
No, I
It's-
don't know if you know, but I don't know things. That's why I ask questions. I don't know a lot of stuff, so I'm just checking what it
That's-
means.
That's all right. I know what it is. It's underworld lingo. That for paying someone to settle a score.
I think
Isn't
it's
it?
just the definition. I don't think it's underworld lingo. Listen,
No, I think it
ever
is.
since you explained what a computer virus is, you have been arrogant to the nth degree.
I just know things, Gary.
I think it's time somebody takes you down a peg.
basically pay to get into some serious bloody trouble.
Or pay or get into some serious trouble.
Yeah, and that.
Was that a key conjunctive you missed out there, you fucking moron?
If I knew what a conjunctive was, Gary, I wouldn't miss them. But $1 million? This has to be related to our poisoning case somehow. It's got to be.
I wanted to believe him. I wanted to trust what Don Tigre said. He said it had nothing to do with my grandfather being Brutto Cadavarini. I wanted to believe he helped me because he cared about me. Not about my grandfather, mio nonno. But I knew that it wasn't really true.
Sorry, I'm just playing some sad accordion music.
Yeah, I like this addition to the group you have brought me, Phoenix.
Wow, I'm so sorry.
Take it again with more sincerity.
I'm still raging over the fact that she called me an it. I'll be honest.
Okay,
I've
that's
hurt
fair.
in my head.
I am so sorry.
It's better.
What he did to get the money was... Oh, it was evil.
Sorry, I'm just getting some t-shirts printed with your face that says, I hurt in my head.
He said it was all for me. So I helped him.
You orangely helped him? In what way?
Here, take this.
What is that?
What is this? What are these? Hang on, orange
It's a
medical
maxi
papers.
pad.
It does look like a maxi pad.
Either that or, those bags that they have in the toilets for putting them in. That's
Yeah.
genuinely what I thought it
That's
was.
a standard envelope, which we definitely have here in America, where this game is definitely set.
I am Bruto Cadavarini's granddaughter. He had to pay compensation, and it was made an offer he simply couldn't refuse.
That's a bit on the nose, to be honest. I'm not
I
gonna...
have hurt my head. You will let me do it.
Even I know that pop culture reference, Gary.
Wow. I feel so bad for Viola.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. I'm sorry, but I don't.
It really was inexcusable, wasn't it?
Everyone's
That last little
conduct has
line.
been inexcusable.
I'm right here. I can see you saying this.
Wait, huh? What?
There are two things that I consider inexcusable.
This is
I
going to be great.
cannot
I
wait
cannot
to
wait
hear
to hear this. I cannot
Only
wait.
two. Only two, and these are it. Poisoning and betrayal.
Amazing.
They're my two
They're the
things.
two things you consider inexcusable.
I cannot deal
Poisoning
with them.
and betrayal.
Poisoning and betrayal. I hate it. I hate it so much. Especially if you've been betrayed as you're being poisoned, and only a coward would hurt people using either of these tactics. Tactics? Yeah.
All other forms of murder.
Is everything all right, Nick?
And I am furious, but not with you, just with society. But look, we should get going. Right, but hang on, right after we finish our espresso. Let's pop next door.
I mean, didn't we discuss that the espresso had like bugs in it and stuff? I'm not sure about finishing it.
I bet they got rid of them now. Look, I won't need
Alright,
to
cool.
convince Viola of anything else. So I guess I can get rid of this.
Yeah, you just throw it
What
on
am I
the
gonna
floor.
get rid of? Yeah, just throw that on the trash. Oh, no, throw it in the trash.
Excuse me, why you put it on the floor in
No,
my
I'm-
house?
We're outta
Put
here.
Paper on the
I'm
floor.
just
Run. No, don't
I've-
engage with him.
Hurt my
Going.
head.
January 7th. Très bien.
Hey, bonjour. I have been waiting for you to return.
Mr. Armstrong.
Ah, good timing. I was hoping to find you here. We'd like to ask you a few questions. Oh, no, that's not me at all.
Yeah, but hey, you read my mind though.
Alex, jump in.
Really? I don't got anything to say, you fellas.
God, it was a
What's
hell of
this
a
guy?
run-up,
Oh.
wasn't it? It was a hell of a run-up.
Oh, wow, it's Zinniop, and his voice sounds different too.
Who you calling Zinniop?
Come on. Come out from under the table already, Mayor.
Okay, hand it over.
What?
Yous wanna play games with me? I don't recommend that. The medical papers, no.
Uh-oh. I think he wants Viola Cadaverini's papers back.
You
I have an
can't steal
inkling.
papers from her. She hurt her head.
Hang on, you mean this? I'm going to give him the maxi pad, the $1 million medical papers.
Dot.
Miss Cadaverina trusted you. That's why she said that she helped you.
Why would you brag about this in front of the prime suspect with
I
no
just
backup?
realised we're giving away all our tactics.
Forget about it. That girl's dumber than an eggplant. She's even dumber than the eggplant emoji.
Hey, she hurt her head.
She hurt her head because she's a dumbass. Yous want to know what's said? I'll tell yous what's said, and it ain't only her face.
This guy's an asshole.
She thinks she's got power because she's Bruto's little girl. Now that's sad.
I can't let you have these papers.
The last time you said that, a guy tased you.
No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to take it. Look, tomorrow in court, I'm going to expose what you did to get that $1 million you used to pay this off.
Are you crazy or something? I don't care if you want to give it to me or not. There's two of us here. You got that? TWY.
Which is why I told you not to say anything.
What about Armstrong or Mayer or Gary?
Oui.
Yeah, Mr. Armstrong.
Forgive me. Désolé. I cannot argue with him.
Hey, you see? You
Just
got
a
laid
bad-
out.
Ah!
Because you bragged about having evidence for the third
Bollocks.
time.
That
Is
really
that all you've got? I'll be taking those papers now. Look at my tongue. Armstrong, get that later.
Oui.
No, wait, what?
Don't take it too hard, Phoenix. Is anyone else seeing this as mildly flirtatious?
That was so stupid. I shouldn't have let my guard down.
For the third time! You did this with Red White. You did this. You did this
right.
with the woman from the film studio, and you did this with Manfred von Karma.
Yeah, he's absolutely right. I did do these. Those medical papers were vital. Evie.
Oh, and now he's passing
Dent.
out. Great.
Ugh.
Oh, wait.
Hold it, pal.
Whoa, Detective Gumshoe.
Detective,
Gumshoe.
you think you're gonna stop me, copper? Beat it! Go!
Whoa! Come on. Gumshoe, keep it together. You guys gotta get out of here. Leave this guy to me.
Oh, this guy's got some weenies, but
Go, pal, and take this maxi pad.
nice.
If you get hurt, who'd look after Maggie, huh?
No. All right. Look, thanks, Gumshoe. Cheers, Dick.
Wait, Nick, don't leave me behind because I was still here too.
Oh, sorry, Mayor. Open the door. Oh, I'll get even with that guy tomorrow. In court. Tender lender is going down. Right.
Yes, soon we'll be heading to the courtroom, but not until we have a short intermission, and we'll be back with courtroom drama on this, the 1-year anniversary celebration of La Théâtre de Phénix. See you in a minute.
Oh no! I accidentally timed out Chaz.
If you wish to throw down the gauntlet, it has been returned.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Welcome back, one and all. Welcome back to THEATRE de Phénix. We are beginning our trial segment. As some of the regular viewers may be aware, the trial segment is pure, uncontrolled chaos because the court gallery seems to be populated almost entirely by Welsh people. Inexplicably. Don't know why. That's just something that has happened. Thank you to everyone who is still tuning in. The channel as a whole has passed 7,000 views, which is more than I could have imagined a year ago. So thank you so much for that. Hopefully, we shall provide you with another hour of silliness as we go into our trial segment. Let's not beat around the bush. Let's not waste any time. Enjoy the trial segment of Recipe for Turnabout. Enjoy. January 8th, 9:46 am, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1.
Good morning, Mr. Wright.
Good morning, Maggie.
So, what do you think is going to happen today, sir? Yesterday's session didn't go so well, and then it ended on a giant mystery. Ooh, boy.
That's true. And we still haven't solved a single bloody part of it yet.
Are you okay, Nick?
Of course.
I saw that little flash of doubt in your eyes.
No, that wasn't doubt. That was that was determination. That's what that was.
Why don't I believe you?
It's nearly time, Maggie. You better get going to the defendant's seat.
Roger, don't let me down, Mr. Wright. I'm counting on you. My freedom's at stake.
See you, Maggie.
Oh my God, it's Gumshoe.
Hey, Dick.
Hey, pal.
Hey, Detective Gumshoe.
Quit stressing Maggie out. She doesn't need that.
Stop stressing her out or he's going to pull out another box of wieners.
I got so many wieners down here.
Hang on. How did you know she was stressed?
I was watching through the doorway.
Oh, a totally
I
normal
thought
thing
so.
to do. Great.
Oh, no.
Come on.
Oh, come on, Dick. Oh.
You look like you lost the case already. Show a bit of confidence, will you, pal? Here, maybe this'll help.
What's in here?
Huh? What? Have you taken up aromatherapy too?
No, this is hard drugs. Not in a million years, pal. Don't tell me that you don't remember this thing.
None of you remember any continuity week on week.
It's this thing, this very important plot thing.
Oh, this thing here?
Yeah.
Well, come to think of it, that does look like one of those aromatherapy bottles.
This is the small, you remember the small bottle that turned up in where? In Trade the End.
Oh,
A couple of days. It was a couple of days ago.
That was
cool.
it.
Wow, look at all these little bottles.
Are we really flashbacking for this?
Oh, they're aromatherapy oils. He's got so many, they're overflowing onto the floor.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah?
There's one bottle that's different. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things does not belong.
Well, what do you know? And it doesn't have a label either.
We really feel
And?
like it's necessary. It was a couple of days ago.
Hey, it doesn't smell.
Now we finally got the analysis results from the lab.
But it's
So?
Tepex.
What is it? Is it the poison? Wait, don't tell Nick. We know how he feels about poison.
No.
Yeah.
It is not a bottle of neither poison nor betrayal.
Nor betrayal.
Thank goodness for that.
Betrayal by Givenchy. It's medication.
Oh. Medication?
There are two things I love in this world.
Bottles and medication.
Yep. For ears. Topical use only, apparently.
What? For ears? You mean the floppy bits on the side of your
Things on the
face?
side of your head, there. It's the medication Glenn Elg was using for his ruptured eardrum.
Oh, you mean the listening thing inside of the thing? Look, hang on. What was Glenn Elg's ear medicine doing in the kitchen? What about the unidentified orange fingerprints? Anything on that? Because we're about to go in and we need everything.
Somebody screwed up, so we only had time to analyze the contents of the bottle.
And who was that someone? I'll give you 3 guesses.
No idea. Let's say Droopy. Another hour and they might have gotten something on the prints, but
That's going to weaken the impact as a piece of evidence.
Okay, pal. This is it. Make sure your defense is impregnable today. You got it?
Today's trial. Shit, I forgot about today's trial. Oh, Christ. I'm going to expose that guy, the orange guy, for what he's done. Or my name isn't Phoenix Wright. There we go.
Dead in the water, aren't we?
Out of me.
Load of confidence there.
He beat the living crap out of me. You're welcome.
January
I
8th,
got
10 a.m., District Court. It's the courtroom with the most. It's courtroom number 4.
I like it in here. There's so much
Stretch
leg.
my legs.
You mind my dog?
Yes is the best.
Order! Court is now in session for the trial of Madge Bird.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Ready and waiting as always, Your Honor.
Very good. Very good. Then we'll get underway at once. Yesterday, we heard the testimony of Mr. Victor Cadeau. He claims to have witnessed the defendant putting a powder into the victim's bottle. However, the witness's testimony was plagued with a number of orange problems.
The mark on the rim of the cup shows that the victim drank from it with his orange right hand.
He's playing Temple Run. He's playing Temple Run under the desk.
And he thought we wouldn't notice. We did.
It's Minion's Temple Run. But according to the old man's testimony, he picked it up with his left hand.
Thank you, Mr. Godot. Furthermore, according to the witness's account, the victim was listening to the radio with an earpiece in his left ear. Yet, the victim's orange left eardrum was ruptured, which made him effectively deaf in that ear. Yeah.
It's amazing how many contradictions this is. It's amazing how many contradictions a single case can have, huh, Nick? Sorry, I've had too much to drink.
Do you want to wait outside, Maya?
It might be best.
Allow me to enlighten you, Your Honor.
I wish someone would.
The world, you see, keeps turning, and we must turn with it.
It's a common misconception. The world's actually flat. I have a couple of YouTube links that I can...
Anyway, thank you very much, but I'll take this informative seminar afterwards.
I'm very confused. Is the world turning or is it flat? I'm lost already.
It's a combination of both. The flat Earth turns on a particular axis diagonally.
Ah, I see.
Now don't let the mysteries of yesterday mystify you today. Only losers think like that.
Not a loser.
You've got to change with the times.
What my therapist.
That's one of my rules.
Are you implying that you've resolved these contradictions? You know the orange answers to these white riddles.
The old guy wasn't just throwing seed in here. He was throwing us off the scent.
That's like a 6 out of 10 at best.
And today, I'll prove it.
Gavel! I've had enough with that conversation. Very well. Let the first witness take the stand.
And you are?
Oh, bonjour, everyone.
Oh, good God.
I am John Armstrong, the owner and the head chef of La Très Bien Restaurant. Enchanté.
Forgive me.
No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this.
No, we're not. Sorry, I started that sentence without reading the end.
On the day of the incident, you were in Très Bien's kitchen. Isn't that right?
With you, monsieur. Everything feels right.
Oh, God.
He's vibing. They're vibing.
Wow, he's totally unfazed. Doesn't anything intimidate this guy?
I don't think it's an intimidation thing. I think they're vibing.
Gavel! I'm done with the vibes. Very well, your testimony, please, witness. Please tell the court what happened at the day of Très Bien.
Oui, volontiers. Well, it all happened. There was just 2 customers in my restaurant. I remember I was experimenting with some new art deco that day. Like having a large mirror between the tables, between la table, par exemple. Oui, perhaps that is what the old man was looking at. La cup, la épice, and la glasses, you would have seen everything in reverse, no?
A mirror?
Oui, un grand mirror. La most énorme mirror.
Oh my God, I can't believe it.
It's the mirror, I don't
Oh, fight Dione! I've got one of those above my
25.
bed so I can see myself fucking.
And suddenly, the mystery disappears. Like I said, the world keeps turning, so roll with it.
But how could you roll on the... Never mind. That would explain the coffee cup and the earpiece conundrum, because things would be reversed. The mirror would make everything appear back to front. No, it wouldn't. Left to right.
What the heck? It's way too early in the morning for this to be happening to me. I don't know anything about all this.
Gavel, maybe you should have coffee, Mr. Wright. Now then, you may begin your cross-examination.
Oh, I'm very cross about this.
Because it concerns 2 things that you can't stand.
I bloody can't stand them, Gary.
I was... Oh, wow. Okay.
Let me have a think about my cross-examination here. What am I going to do? I'm going to present this. Objection. The coffee cup, the earpiece, and the HMD. Let's think back over Mr. Kudo's testimony for a second, shall we, please?
The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. Where am I and who are you people? What are you doing in my room? No question, you can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear, without a doubt.
Remember that? So, to summarise, we were told both the HMD and the earpiece were on the victim's left orange side. Now, Mr. Kudo saw all that as a reflection in the mirror, it means both the HMD and the earpiece were actually on the victim's orange right side.
Exactement. You see, monsieur. Now that you think about it, it is not so hard, no?
No, everything's hard for me, and unfortunately, that's where we run into a monumental contradiction with the facts. Sam, if Mr. Kudo really did see everything in a mirror, why is it that the HMD is now on the wrong side of his bloody head?
Oh my god, he's got him there!
He's got a point there.
What is HMD?
Yes, I'd like to buy a mirror.
Order! Mr. Wright is correct.
Thank you.
If the witness genuinely observed the victim reflected in a mirror, then we would expect the victim's eyepiece to have been over his orange right eye.
Objection. How bitter.
That's not an objection.
Trot, you should have a taste of this bitterness. It'll calm you down in no time.
Throw it.
Are we talking about your coffee or something completely different?
Throw the coffee at him.
You don't understand the way the witness thinks.
How he thinks, Godot.
You remember this, I presume?
Just grab that from you. I broke the vase, sorry, apology. You mean Mr. Kudo's sworn testimony?
Exactly. The old man has one very grievous orange habit, other than throwing seeds. The more of an impression something makes, the more orange muddled his mind makes it.
Right.
And what's the most striking thing about Mr. Elg?
Clear.
The half glasses.
It's the victim's eyepiece, right?
And that's my point. The old man strikes again.
I wish he wouldn't.
Mr. Elg's HMD made a big impression on the old man.
I saw the earpiece and those newfangled spectacles he was wearing.
Why is he talking like a cartoon bear?
Oh, yes. They were both on his left ear. Do you hear? His left ear.
This new track of mine is banging.
Well, Trot.
That's the worst but best impression of Kudo I've ever heard.
Wow, I really thought he was old seedy for a minute there. Gano's good.
Quality jumping from Maya.
Thanks, Gary.
Enough. I must agree that yesterday's witness was irresponsibly rash in much of his testimony.
Bad luck, Nick. Looks like the boil of a contradiction you found is just a rash.
What are you saying? Genuinely wait
Nice.
outside.
I like it.
A mirror can't be beaten by a handful of seeds, nor can it lie. So, what exactly was the old man looking at? Fill us in, Mr. Armstrong.
Yeah, why were you creeping round late last night? Can you fill us in?
Go on, tell the court. We're all ears.
Oui, I can explain. Please, if you will look at the plans of la restaurant. Alors, is everyone sitting comfortably? This is going to be very boring. The
Sitting
mirror,
comfortably.
it was in the middle of la restaurant, dividing the two arms.
Oh, yeah.
There is only one seat from which you could have seen an image of la victime. That was the seat at the table next to la victime's. That was where the old man was sitting. After that terrible incident occurred, I moved the mirror so it was not in the way. But naturally, I did not touch anything else.
That's a good PowerPoint.
I see no problems with the explanation we have just heard.
And he did bring a Bluetooth remote with him to click through.
He did. Very helpful.
You've got to have a Bluetooth remote. Well, yes. But from the table next to the victims, Mr. Kudo could have seen the victim in the mirror.
Oh, the remote's got a laser. He's pointing at it. Oh, that's cool.
Yes, there it is.
What a naughty little coquette I am, confusing all the people like this.
What?
I'm not sure.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, no, I do. Very much.
We can keep up. Except for the guy breaking out in a cold sweat over there again.
Is he talking about me, Gary? Oh, Jesus, I hate that guy.
You said you didn't touch anything else apart from the mirror. Are you quite sure about that?
Volontiers, of course.
Gavel! Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you please. I'm very gavel happy today.
The mirror. It was in the middle of the restaurant, dividing the 2 hours. There's only one seat for this is much more of a bubble than I was expecting.
Here we go. What am I going to give him? Here we go. Take that objection.
Take objection.
Sam.
You heard him.
Your Honour, Mr. Kudo's words yesterday strongly contradict Mr. Armstrong's testimony.
This is... Oh, I remember. He gave us 3 copies of this and we all gave them to you, right? The letter
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
The letter of apology that was written by Mr. Kudo, is it not? Yes.
Yeah, probably should have held on to
wouldn't
it.
Yeah. I realise it looks useless, all right? But, Your Honour, but this is still testimony.
I guess useless people are only really good at identifying useless things.
He's such a bitch.
What relevance does this scrap of paper have to the trial, Mr. Wright?
Slam. Mr. Kudo's testimony is actually very relevant to the question at hand, Your Honour.
I feel you haven't thought this through.
No, it's really relevant, and I'm going to tell you why. And here it is, because it very clearly contradicts with this piece of evidence, which I have here.
He's going into his bag.
There we are. Have a look here. Take that. This piece of evidence contradicts with testimony we have heard, Your Honour.
Oh, the crime photo again. It's always the crime photo.
Yeah, have a look at that. Yeah, this photo clearly shows something that theoretically should orangely not exist.
You mean a murder corpse? What on earth do you mean?
As opposed to the regular corpses.
Yes.
We got a classic case of murder corpse.
I only deal with one type of corpse here.
Should not exist? Sounds like you're describing yourself, Trite.
The library is open!
Yes.
Goodness me. I've got some Gabo. I've got some burn here, if you prefer. Now then, if the defense would please clarify this statement. What is, in green, what is the thing that should not exist in this photo?
All right, I'll point it out for you. Hang on. Just give me 2 seconds. Take that. It's this thing here. There is only one thing that clearly demonstrated by yesterday's testimony.
The betrayal and poisoning are the... Oh, no, sorry, I'm getting confused.
Mr. Kudo broke the vase, or the vase, that was on the table where he was orangely sitting. And yet... As the court can see, just pass that round, everyone. There is an unbroken vase on the table next to the victim. But why? I tell you.
Sorry,
why?
we haven't gotten the photo at the back. Can you wait a second?
Yeah, no, can we make sure we
I'm still looking at it, all right?
By where shag godot?
Because Mr. Kudo was not, in fact, sitting at the bloody table next to the victim at all.
Objection. Don't be an idiot, Trite. That's impossible.
I can't stop being an idiot.
Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
That seat's the only one Kudo could have seen from the victim's reflection from.
Slam. Exactly. Indeed, there is only one conclusion that we can draw from this contradiction. There was no mirror in Trebian that day. Big Slam, your testimony, Mr. Armstrong, is an elaborate lie. Deal with it.
Oh my God, look at that! Flower petals went everywhere!
Right, I'm gonna crack open
What's
these donuts
happening?
now.
I've been
I am
asleep.
absolutely starving.
Don't try to confuse the court, Trite. Obviously, the witness cleaned up the vase. While the police were taking their time getting to the crime scene.
Objection, Slam. Unfortunately, Mr. Godo, that doesn't quite work for me.
You're laughing at your own joke, aren't you?
Yeah, it wasn't even a joke. I just said it like that. But Mr. Armstrong already testified to the contrary in his own words.
That's 90% of the jokes on this stream.
I did not touch anything else except the mirror.
Right, Gavel, well witness, what do you have to say for yourself? That's not words.
I was right. There was no mirror in the restaurant that day. I bloody knew it.
In light of this revelation, we will return to the original problem. Why did the victim have an earpiece in an ear in which he couldn't hear? Eh?
You only get one shot in life. One opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted. There's no turning back.
Oh, nice little flourish there, Gary.
Thank you.
If you want to claim that the mirror wasn't there, Trite, then this problem is all yours. How do you explain what the old man saw?
It's my least favourite folk song.
Crap. If I can answer this, then I'll be that much closer to the truth. I can feel it.
Phoenix, you're getting confused.
Are you going to be okay? Can you really solve this contradiction, Nick? Because I'll be honest, it kind of seems like you're floundering here.
I won't lie, Mayor. There's a tiny little bit of that, but there's more than just this one orange contradiction, Mayor. I swear.
What do you mean?
Good question.
It's fine, I'll get the lights.
Thank you. Remember what Maggie told us. There was another man at the victim's table, Abel, and there was a sample CD on the victim's table. I'm not going to do the echo again. It all flies in the face of Mr. Kudo's testimony.
You see, the thing I love about you, sir, is you try bits and you bail on them just as quickly.
I'll bail on them because they don't make sense, Gary. Turn those fucking lights on. And I think I know the reason why nothing in this case is adding up.
Right, Gavel. Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer.
Nod. Yes, Your Honour. The reason behind all the contradictions in Mr. Kudo's testimony is simple. And I'm going to tell you now, and here's my answer. This case is riddled with contradictions. Yet, there is one very simple answer that clears them all up.
And what is that?
The orange incident Mr. Kudo witnessed and the orange incident the victim experienced were two completely bloody different orange events.
What?
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 What's been happening? I've been sleeping.
I liked it when he did the echo.
Oh, fuck this.
Yes.
What?
The orange victim that Mr. Kudo saw wasn't Mr. Glenn Elk at all. It was an orange imposter. A phony pretending to be Mr. Elk.
A big fat phony?
A big fat phony. Obviously, unlike the victim, there was nothing wrong with the imposter's left eardrum. That's how he ended up wearing an earpiece in his left ear by mistake.
Oh my God! Did you see the pause before he spat that out?
Has anyone seen my dog? The dog's gonna walk back.
Mae fyd yn fel yn Welsh Fangit.
The backbenches will settle down. The gentleman will sit and remain seated, or I will clear the courtroom.
Fine, Gramps. Why don't you clear out of here, huh?
No, that's not what clear the courtroom means. What did you say to me?
Right. Are you saying that what Mr. Kudo saw was a setup?
Nod. Yes. Someone pretended to be Glenn Elg and acted out the whole coffee poisoning. Oh dear. All for the express purpose of creating a witness out of one of Mr. Victor Bloody Kudo.
Objection. Get real, Trite. Why would anyone want to do that?
Isn't it obvious?
You don't know, do you?
Shut up, Gary, I'm stalling it. This thing Mr. Kudo was most insistent about in his testimony was, and I quote...
The servant girl brought him a Javachino, but she put something in it. That's the servant girl right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well. Just like I remember my name is Karen Grayson.
It's hard to believe.
Slam, there was one and only one reason to show Mr. Kudo this fake poisoning. To show Maggie Bird in the act of poisoning the orange coffee.
Objection. Are you insinuating that the waitress in the old man's story was a fake as well? It's true that there were no other customers in the restaurant at the time, but it's also true that the chef was there. He would have noticed what was happening.
That's right. Well, witness, if your restaurant really was the scene of such theatrics, you would have known about it, correct? Barrymore?
Ooh la la, this is most difficult for me.
Objection. Shake the head. No, it's quite simple. Really is. All you have to do is testify. You're under oath after all. Was there, in fact, a phony at Trabian that day? The defence demands that Mr. Armstrong tell the whole truth about what happened. All of it.
Gavel! Gavel. The defence's request for additional testimony is accepted.
Yes.
You will accurately explain in detail the events in the restaurant that day.
Oui. La victime, Monsieur Elg, he came to my restaurant alone. I remember the old man arrived not long after him. There was no other customer. When he got a word he won the lottery, Elgin became very excited. It was approximately 5 minutes later that the poisoning incident occurred. No, there was no time for a phony to do the acting.
Just so we're clear.
Somebody's singing
Just
Les
so-
Mis in here.
Was there?
Who's singing Les Mis?
I prefer chess.
Well, chess is amazing, that's why.
Chess is the best musical.
It's the best
Well, it's
musical,
just-
right?
just-
It's not just
I just thought it was relevant because there's, in a restaurant, there's loads of empty chairs and empty tables.
Oh, I see.
that makes
All right.
Wait, isn't that Les Mis? What?
Yes, that is
Yes.
Les Mis.
That's Les Mis, yes. The Welsh gentleman with the lovely voice is excused. But just so we're clear, there was no mirror in the restaurant after all.
Je veux demander pardon. Forgive me, Your Honor.
Yes,
Even though I think I just demanded that I asked you. I lied because I wanted this mess to be cleared up quickly.
Well, that's perjury.
Shake, shake, shake. What you have just done is commit perjury, Mr. Armstrong.
Called it.
Surely not.
And this is the first time I'm going to accuse someone of it. I will decide how to punish you later.
Your place is mine. Oui.
Gavel! For now, we will hear your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
It will be cross.
It better be.
Pardon me, he took that perjury charge all a bit too well. Oh, like I swallowed a fly there. But I'm guessing he'll be in more serious trouble after this cross-examination. Right, stop you right there, mate. By old man, do you mean Victor Kudo, correct?
Oui. He comes often for my special coffee.
I drank your coffee once, Mr. Armstrong. It's special, I'll give you that. It's worth a sip just for the experience.
Tingling. Oh, you make me so happy, monsieur. You are most welcome anytime.
I said it was worth one sip and nothing more.
Yes, your subtlety astounds me.
So old Mr. Kudo arrived at the restaurant around the same time as the victim. Maybe I should ask about his arrival in more detail. Should I do that? Yeah, go on, I'll do that. Out of curiosity, about what time was it when Mr. Kudo arrived?
Oh no, I cannot remember, monsieur. Time is a very abstract concept.
I believe we were told by a witness yesterday. There's the one that sounds like Patrick Warburton. You know. He goes, the crime was reported at 2:25.
Why is he?
That doesn't. Like him.
Oh, he's glitching. He's so angry.
2:25 p.m. Man, sir.
And he often sounds like a robot, you know.
Yeah. I think we got a third of the sentence, though. That's enough to go on.
Wow, yeah, do you want the rest of it?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, go on.
All right, what did you miss? I got reported,
all of it. Just do the whole thing.
Crime at 2:25, kind of. Old man scary, sir.
Perfect.
Brilliant. I remember now very clearly. Does that perhaps jog your memory, witness?
L'incident happened about 20 minutes after he arrived. And no, it doesn't really. So the victim must have arrived between 2 p.m. and 2:10 p.m., no?
Just after 2, huh?
Thank you for your help in jogging my memory, monsieur. You are wonderful.
I can't sit here all the time and do nothing now, can I?
Can you?
All the time. Gavel! I've gavelled myself there. The time of day will be added to the witness testimony.
He's so gavel crazy today.
Oui, monsieur judge. Everything I do it for you.
Merci bien. That's French, isn't it?
Actually German, but I would hold it against you.
Are you drunk,
Okay.
Your Honor?
I'm glad at least one person is in a good mood.
He's even humming a song to himself. I'd love to hear it a bit clearer.
Yeah, let's hear that song.
I remember the old man arrived not long after 2.
No, okay.
No.
If we listen very carefully, we can hear the hum.
I think it's more like a poem.
Well,
Hang on, sorry everyone, I'm just having a look from the
Yeah,
evidence
no, it
here.
is awkward, right?
Yeah,
Just hurry up.
I'm just having a little look, see.
Maybe the weenies? No, probably
I've
not
got to
the
get rid of some of this crap here. Objection! I'm afraid I've finally got you, Mr. Armstrong.
It's the third time you've said that.
you had me at hello. Quoi? What do you mean?
Qua means why,
time in
first
question.
of all.
the victim was listening to the radio with his earpiece. The show he was listening to was Millionaire Radio. Each week, they announced the winning number of a $500,000 lottery ticket. It's the only show they got, but they're on 24/7.
Yeah, it's just brown noise at either side of it.
That must be la show Monsieur Elg was listening to.
No, shake. I can't see any problem with this testimony, Mr. Wright.
Why do you keep saying shake like the woman from Mischief Makers, the obscure Nintendo 64 game?
I am shaking my head, Gary. Listen,
sorry.
you're not playing at the moment. You can get out of it.
Oh, no, I'm playing now, see?
Right.
I'm just pressing these two keys over and over again.
They're good keys.
Uh-huh. Sorry, that was Scooby-Doo. Uh-huh.
Or Tim Allen. Look, you say the victim arrived at your restaurant after 2 p.m, correct?
Oui, I am sure of it. I remember it perfectly now. I know it was that time because I had just finished serving la lunch menu.
Get to the point, Trite. If you have one.
Joke's on you because I don't. And that show is broadcast live at 1:30 p.m. And it claims to be the most thrilling 10 minutes of your life.
Oh, because the hosts are Irish. I get it.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah.
It's on the air at 1:30.
Why is this a shock to you?
I know things are on at that time. Now, supposedly the victim made some noise when he was announced that he had won. I'm guessing a cheer. And yet, I don't believe his cry of joy could have occurred after 2 p.m. Slam. Because the show had already finished more than 30 bloody minutes earlier by that point in time.
No!
This victim we've been told about was done nothing but the impossible.
And when you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth.
Occam's razor.
There you are. Listening to the radio with a ruptured eardrum, catching a show that was already over. There is only one conclusion you can draw from these facts.
An
Just the one.
alternative dimension.
Actually, 2. That, and that this victim was an imposter, acting out the poisoning 30 bloody orange minutes after the real murder.
Sontarans! Perverting the course of human history!
Gary, calm down.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Christ, Sontarans. I fancy yourself.
Someone say Sontar. I'm not seeing my accident.
Him into a spearing gun.
Yes, everyone. There were 2 orange Glen Elgs in Trebienne that day. The real Glen Elg, now dead, just to clarify, having been poisoned by the real killer. And the phony Glen Elg, probably still alive, acting out the events for Mr. Kudo to witness.
Yeah, apparently it seems that way. I mean, if that wasn't the case, how could you explain the time discrepancy? Could it be a slow
objection?
clock?
What a performance, Trite. You were almost on a roll.
What?
But sadly, you lack the rock-hard foundation of rhythm to build your song.
You know what? I have been saying that to him.
Gary.
Can't keep
Here.
a beat.
What is this? Music Theory 101?
No, you failed Music Theory 101.
I just don't get what a treble clef is.
Let's recap. According to your imaginative theory, it's now just after 2 p.m.
All it is, Gary, is a squiggly line.
The phony Elg is performing a play for the benefit of Mr. Kudo. How do you explain then where the real Orange Glen Elg is?
I don't believe I have to spell this out for the court, however.
Yeah, that's the summary of the whole show.
At that time, the real Glen Elg was already dead.
That's certainly the obvious conclusion.
Objection.
No.
Thank you, Trite. That's exactly what I was hoping you would say.
You're welcome. Hang on, what?
Now, I presume you can prove this theory of yours. Can you explain where the missing corpse went to?
The orange missing corpse. was
Yeah,
that-
because
was that
there are two
corpse?
corpses. There's the fake corpse and there's the murder corpse.
Ah.
According to the old man's testimony, there was only one other orange customer there. If that customer was the phony Glen Elg, well, then where did the killer hide the body of the real victim?
Nah.
Oh my god, he just went nah. It's such a
Nah,
strange
that's
news.
Sounds like not
That's why we do.
Come
Who says
on.
meow?
The prosecution has a valid point, Mr. Wright.
Bollocks.
If your theory is to stand up to examination by the courts, you must provide us with proof by answering the prosecution's question.
Connor, you can tell he's upset now. He's talking in iambic pentameter.
Where did the killer hide the body?
You can hear the Caesura. Yes, Your Honor.
No conjecture, Trite. Let's hear some facts for once.
I hate facts.
Show the court a piece of evidence that proves where the body was hidden.
Evidence? What is that?
You're a lawyer. You.
What? What's with the intense pressure in here all of a sudden? And Gary, that music is really fitting the vibe right now.
Listen, I'm vibing with Maya. You are slipping in and out of awareness. You really should wait outside.
Oh, we dimmed him now. I thought I had him with that contradiction. Close up. But he's turned it all around and backed me into a corner instead.
Well, Mr. Wright, the court will now hear the defense's theory and evidence, like lawyers do. Where was the body of the real Mr. Elg concealed?
Fuck it. Here, it would have been too dangerous to take the body outside. Obviously, the body must have been hidden somewhere orangely inside Très Bien.
Interesting. But where could a body have been hidden inside a restaurant? There's certainly no cold places that could hold a body and stop them from decomposing. Perhaps you would care to show the court on these plans, Mr. Wright.
Nod? Yes, Your Honour. Happy to. Give them here. Right, can I borrow your PowerPoint? Cheers.
Yes.
Here we are. Cheers, mate. Right, the exact location where the body was concealed inside Très Bien is...
Oh my god, he got me in the eye with the laser!
Oh, sorry. Take that, PowerPoint. The body was hidden here. Do you see? I'm making a red square with it.
Yeah, no, I see.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice supposition. But the real question is, can you back it up?
Did your
Where's
daddy...
the evidence that proves the body was hidden in that location?
I heard that reference, Judge, and I very much enjoyed it.
You're welcome, Gary.
Right, here we go. It's time for this. The small bottle. Take that. Mr. Armstrong, do you recognise this bottle?
No. I have never seen that ugly bottle before in my life.
Methinks the chef doth protest too much.
Now he's speaking in iambic pentameter.
I only use the very best bottles, monsieur. The highest quality only for me.
Where was that bottle found, Mr. Wright? Or, to phrase it another way, where do you get the bottle, Phoenix?
Well, interestingly enough, Judge, and Your Honour, it was found in the kitchen of Très Bien.
They're the same person.
Are they?
Yeah.
Just all this time, I thought they were two different people.
Yeah, the Judge and Your Honour are the same thing.
Oh, Christ, now I feel like a right idiot. A Phoenix right idiot.
It's not your best work, sir.
Hey, it was all right. It was
But
all
I
right.
only ever use these bottles for my aromatherapy oils.
All Phoenix right shake, but this bottle doesn't contain aromatherapy oil, mate, Mr. Armstrong. No, it contains a medication.
What kind of medication?
Good question. And I'm sure everyone remembers, don't they? Everyone, after 3, 2, 1.
It was the thing for his ears.
That was it.
Thing for his ears.
Floppy bits at the side of your head.
There it is. Oh, there's a... Are you ready, everyone? A big bird's going to come up. that Mr. Elg visited an otolaryngological clinic.
Not even close.
And was given medication that day. That was 95% there.
Otolaryngological.
You can't be serious.
We can, and don't call him Shirley. No, it didn't work again.
But good for you for trying. And the defence had the contents of the bottle analysed. And I have the lab results right here on this piece of paper. Slam. The contents of the bottle matched the prescription that was given to Mr. Elk. Glenn Elk's murderer hid the body in the restaurant kitchen. At which time, this bottle fell out of the victim's pocket.
I feel like this has been a plot point we've had before.
Yes, Mr. Armstrong. That's why it occurred to me, Your Honour and Judge. When the incident occurred, didn't you say you were in the kitchen?
Mon Dieu.
Mon Dieu. Yes. You know what I'm about to say.
Yeah, but say it out loud anyway.
You.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm going to say it was you who hid the victim's body, not anyone else. You. To be fair, you did a fine job pretending to defend my client, Maggie Bird. However, you were setting her up to take the fall behind the poor girl's back.
Fragment, consider revising.
No.
Oh my God, he's an evil chef.
My
You should have your
God.
chef's license revoked.
Come back here, fluffy girls.
Help.
This is an extraordinary development.
Thank you.
Witness, did you murder Mr. Glenn Elge?
Never. I could not do such an horrible thing.
Mr. Godot, maybe you should slow down.
Bitterness.
Are you talking about your own emotion?
Every time I get lied to, I always down a mug of coffee.
You must have very unfortunate shit.
That's one of my rules.
Oh, Phoenix has got a specific rule about things that he can't excuse. Do you even have the slightest idea how many cups you've had by now? I've read your mind, sir.
Thank you very much, Gary.
Then I like to do the same to the person who lied to me.
Down them in a mug.
I like to take them down with my empty cup.
Oh, I see.
Listen up, chef. How about a brand new flavor in your ear, my H-deficient friend?
Je demande pardon. Please, you must hear me out. Here. I can't say it. It's a trap. Listen to me, por favor.
It's a trap.
Por favor. You hablo español, Mr. Armstrong, and por favor is both Spanish and Portuguese.
What can I say? I'm international.
I'm only gonna ask you once. Did you do it?
Yeah, we should have opened with this.
No. Absolutely no. I
Let's hear it.
Hear it? Oh.
You've got one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you've
he's
ever
starting
wanted.
again.
Right, Gramps?
Witness. The court will permit you the chance to make one final statement. Will you capture it? Or will you let it slip? If you lie under oath again, Mr. Godot's coffee mug awaits you.
What is that law?
As does my gavel.
What a splendid night out. Oui, it is clear.
What do they always say in the movies? I've got a bad feeling about this. That's what they say.
Gavel! Very well. Begin your final testimony, Mr. Armstrong.
You make it sound like the final solution.
What? No.
It is true. I hid the body in the kitchen.
Just sped past that, didn't he?
Yes.
The man forced me to do it. I had no choice. I had to go alone with him because there was a reason why I could not refuse. But I did not kill him. I swear it. You must believe me.
You were forced. By whom?
Excellent use
Judge?
of whom, Your Honor.
Thank you. By whom?
I cannot say, or I will be erased.
Let's try a different question then. When Mr. L died, was he really the only person at his table?
There was. There was another man.
I knew it. I bloody well knew it.
Maggie was telling the truth.
Jesus,
I'm
are you
still
still here?
Yes, I am.
Devil!
Barely.
No, that's enough from you. You may cross-examine the witness now, Mr. Wright.
Oh, I am furious. There's just one more thing I need to do.
You can go to the toilet afterwards.
I just want to go now. I've got to break this guy and get him to tell us the name of the real Orange Killer. And then I'm going to have me way.
I shed a tear. Just one.
Right, here we go. Let's have a look here. Objection. Let's end this dance of ring around the bloody rosy, Mr. Armstrong. This is the man that you've been referring to. Here he is. Pass that round, everyone.
Who is that?
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. It hasn't gotten to me.
All right, keep it going. Keep
I'm
it
still
going.
looking at it. All right, then.
Is anyone's dog, though?
Spent too long in a tanning salon. I feel like I've seen him somewhere before. Is it Donald Trump?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe a month ago in this very courtroom.
I wish.
This man is Furio Tigre. He's the manager of a loan office called Tender Lender. And he's a right. There's no point trying to hide the truth anymore, Mr. Armstrong. I know you couldn't go against Mr. Tigre. At least not while he had this on you and he had, hang on, let me find it, this thing, take that. $500,000 loan from a black market loan shark. And you had no way of paying it back, did you? That's why you were forced to do anything this man told you.
How did you know? Oh, I see. Oui, it is as you say.
Mr. Armstrong?
That tiger. He told me he was going to use my restaurant for a business rendezvous.
Are you all right, Maya? That was a completely incorrect intonation.
I didn't know whether I was going to ask a question or whether I was just saying his name.
Yeah, but you should know before you say it. That's what I'm saying.
I think that's the problem here is I just don't know.
On the day in question, something happened, but I'm not quite sure what. I don't know why it happened like that. I just did what he told me to do. I had no choice. I carried the body and the inconscient Maggie out of the dining area and into the kitchen. After that, I just tried to forget what I had seen.
I think we can now safely say that the man who forced your hand was Mr. Furio Tigre.
He did not force it. Oh, I see what you mean.
Got a gif of him right here.
I do have one further question for you, Mr. Armstrong.
Yes, it's pronounced GIF.
What are you implying, Gary? Again, you're a synth player. Stay in your lane. The poison and the lottery tickets were recovered from the defendant's apron pocket.
It's got a point there, Gary.
Was that your doing as well?
You can't stay in your lane as a fucking lawyer, so I don't see why I should.
Hey, come on now.
No, I knew nothing about that. Making it look like it was Maggie who had done it? I was not. It is despicable.
Gavel! Mr. Godot. You will summon this Furio Tidre as a witness. I doubt that can be arranged today, to be fair. So we will adjourn for now.
That's reasonable of you, Judge. Thank you.
Yeah, well, I try to be reasonable.
That's actually like a proper court,
It'd
yeah.
be a bit difficult for me to get on the phone at such short notice.
I do try my best.
Blimey.
Proceedings will continue tomorrow.
He hasn't done the gavel yet.
30 minutes.
What?
The trial will go on. I'll see to it myself.
No, you see, this is a common mistake. I'm the judge.
No, I need half an hour to get that guy on the stand, not a minute more.
It takes about an hour to drive to Trebby. Hang on. How the...
And if it's over 30 minutes, then the delivery's free.
Don't sit back and relax yet, try it. No one knows if that chef is really telling the truth or not. This trial could still go either way.
Gavel! Very well, apparently. The request is granted, Mr. Godot. Get him. We will resume once Mr. Tidre is ready to take the stand. Until then, court is adjourned for a week recess. Well, 30 minutes.
And there you have it. We will be finishing off the case of Recipe for Turnabout next week. Thank you so much to everyone who has joined us for this 1 year celebration. You're absolutely right, Fang. The court's adjourning for a little more than 30 minutes. It's adjourning for a whole week. Thank you so much, everyone who has joined us for this. Obviously, this is a very special time. This is the 1 year anniversary of THEATRE de Phényix, but we should still do things in a very traditional way and go to plugs for all of our incredible cast, starting, of course, with our round of applause for our leading man who has been doing this every week for a year alongside me, Scott Oswald as Phoenix Wright. Hasn't had a week off.
There we are. Well, first of all, thanks everyone for watching, listening, whatever you're doing. Thank you, Chaz, for having me for a year. I hope I haven't annoyed you too much.
Not at all.
But plugs are whatever you're going to plug and whatever the rest of the cast are going to plug. There you are.
Excellent. And where would Phoenix Wright be without a judge? The incomparable Leo West as the judge. Your plugs, please.
Incomparable is very kind.
Incomparable playing that part that's been played by 3 different people.
Exactly. Right? Exactly. You can draw comparisons along the line. Thanks very much, Chaz. This is while I joined the cast later on, I have been a watcher since the very beginning, and it's been an absolute joy. So thank you, Chaz, and thank you, Scott, as well. Awesome. I have a podcast called By the Way with Rob and Leo, which is just as silly as this can get, if not sillier on occasion. But I would also like to draw your attention to a video I made for the Vagina Museum recently. Sort of small museums can be the sort of forgotten and left behind in times like this. And while the entire arts sector is hurting, the museum sector is hurting as well. So definitely worth showing them some love at just the Vagina Museum online if you find them.
Yeah, wonderful. We had the actor who usually plays Pearl Fay, who's been doing a string of understudying jobs through this case. Our incredible understudy Maya Emka, a fantastic job as always.
Oh, she just loves it. I love jumping in. It's my fave.
Let's get intrusive.
Wrecking everybody else's characters. Sorry about it. plugs. You can find out all of the stuff I'm doing on Twitter at MJ Kerr with Netflix, and that's at WFTC Improv. But something I've been thinking about this week has been, as amazing all of this online stuff is, and Chaz, honestly, I'm so grateful for you giving me a structure to my week. Thank you so much. When stuff starts to reopen again, museums, like Leo was saying, to jump on the back of what he was saying, museums, theaters, music venues, you know, all of that kind of stuff, live arts, please buy a ticket. And just, even if stuff gets pushed back, don't ask for your money back. I beg of you, don't ask for your money back. Just keep rebooking your ticket, or give your money, if you can afford it, to that company and to that venue, because otherwise the arts isn't going to survive. That's something I've been thinking about this week. Yeah. And Chaz, thank you for helping me survive during lockdown. You absolute legend.
Thank you. We now move to I think a cast member since season. Yeah, you're a cast member in season 1, and you're now playing the prosecutor Goddo, Miles Hurley.
Yeah, it's been around since the very beginning. It's been a wonderful, beautiful process. Been dropping in and out, and genuinely been one of the most fun things I've done over the past year. So thank you very much for Chaz. Obviously, everything that Chaz does is incredible. So plug for that. Someone eventually will plug the Jury Games thing, so that the what's it called? My flatmate and the usual Maya Fey usually does that, but someone else will do that later. I would also say, if you can, please donate some money to the Asian American Advocacy Fund. It's a Georgia-based grassroots political charity. What's it called? Fund dedicated to fighting for progressive outcomes in Georgia, which is great after the terrible week that has just been. So that's me.
Awesome. Going down the roster of people who've been with us since season 1. Where would we be without David Allwyn's Dick Gumshoe? Where the fuck would we be? The Wiener Man himself.
We'd be where we were in the first, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes of this show.
Oh, yeah.
I was it's a frog in my throat for that. But yes, thank you for Alex for jumping in for me there, and for the various understudies that have had to jump in for me. But to reiterate what everyone else has said, this has been a ludicrous amount of fun, and I have not cried with laughter as much at anything during this whole ordeal as much as I have to various bullshittery that has gone on in this game, which is wonderful. Plugs would be, we have a new show with my theatre company that I run with my lovely wife and a bunch of our other friends. We got a new show.
I forgot for a second that was me.
It is you. We got a new show called The Temporal Society. Please check out Control Alt Repeat. Buy tickets if you want to come and get involved in some
Where would people find out more information? Do you have a Twitter account?
Yes, if you have it, you go to @control_alt_repeat, I believe. Or just follow me at Alwyn the Terrible, and I will point you at that. It is a time travel fun show. It is going to be an absolute riot. It's exclusively, I will reveal to you on this stream that it's probably going to be our last Zoom show, because, I mean, let's face it, who knows what's going to happen with theatre, and which I will reiterate, buy tickets to stuff that is happening live.
Yeah.
And also donate to this Georgia charity, because, like, I'm just putting other people's plugs out there as well.
Yeah. We're sort of I'm sort of almost going chronologically. Season 2, Case 1 was the debut of Ed Cartwright, who has returned to play Gene Armstrong.
Indeed. It's been a fascinating conundrum, the whole thing. It has been amusing and fantastically bizarre in equal measure. It's one of these things that you definitely hear about, but you don't possibly believe can exist. And then they absolutely do. My own plugs, yes, are for Control Alt Repeat's new show as well. And yes, backing up everybody. All I agree with wholeheartedly. And thank you very, very much for letting me be part of this whole ridiculous shenanigan.
All right. As we moved into season 2, we had a new prosecutor in the form of Franziska von Karma. that incredible performance and that incredible performer returns to us as Viola Cadaverini. Rosanna Super.
Yeah, once again, relax about it.
Yeah.
One side of my family is German and the other is Italian. So I get fucking carte blanche with this shit.
You did hurt to your head.
I hurt my head. It's my plugs are everyone else's. Buy tickets to see arts things and go to arts venues. The Vagina Museum, you can buy stickers from them from their online store and support them. It is itty bitty cash and you'll be doing a world of good. Why not? They're amazing. That's all I got to say. Thanks so much, everyone.
Moving chronologically through season 2, case 2 of season 2 was when Rachel Waring joined the cast, and we're going to see more of Rachel Waring later in this season.
Yes, I forgot about that. Yes, hello. I am also going to do a big plug for Control Alt Repeat's Temporal Society. It's the first one that Control Alt Repeat has done where I'm actually one of the main characters. This is not completely of my will. I am terrified. It is very cool. They've pushed the boat out ridiculously hard, and I'm so proud of it. If you want tickets, please go to www.controlaltrepeat.com/temporal-tickets. I've done my thing. Other than that, Vagina Museum, just please donate to them. They're doing such a good thing. We don't have anything like it. Please do that. But also buy tickets to my show.
Yay! And last but certainly not least, as Furio Tigre, hot off his season 2 performance as Ben Woodman / Triloquist, Alex Dowding.
Yeah. Oh God, just getting all the insensitive characters. Yeah, I mean, same, backing up other people. Vagina Museum is such a lovely little place as well. Yeah, I'm gonna try and say the thing that I said in the chat, which I think is okay. But yeah, just support the Vagina Museum and everyone else's plugs. Repeat, because obviously, you know, as Rose said, it's not a lot of money to support the Vagina Museum, and you're just putting in some itty bitty cash for some fitty clitty fashion. And then also I would recommend therapy, and I'm just going to leave you with some gender neutral greetings that I saw today that I really like, which was, "What's up, rat bastards? Hello, cowards. What's the word, baby birds? Hello, my sweet summer children. Avast me hearties. What it do, baby? Listen up, fives, a 10 is speaking. Hello, friends and enemies, and what's up, demons? It's me, your boy."
Excellent. Thank you so much. Me and the cast are gonna share some enjoyable memories and hang out for a bit off stream. So the only thing left for me to do is my various plugs. Obviously, you are on my Twitch channel. And thank you for most of the people who stuck around. We did peak at 54 viewers. We're at a more comfortable 13 now, which I appreciate. That seems to be the audience, which I'm happy with. I won't ask you to subscribe because I'm currently at 69 subscribers, which is a perfect amount. But if you haven't followed, I'm at 390 followers. I'd like to get it to 420. So if you haven't followed, please do drop me a follow. I'd appreciate that. I'm streaming 4 times a week at the moment. So I've got this one on a Wednesday evening. Tomorrow afternoon is Fitness Thursdays. I'll be playing Ring Fit. Saturday evenings is game night, where we just hang out and have a nice time. I play some games. And Sunday afternoons is Superhero Sundays. We're playing through Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 at the moment. And there'll be some bonus streams sort of scattered in there. We've nearly beaten the game Ghostmaster on the bonus streams. Also, keep an eye out for the return of the Cardboard News Network, which is a topical comedy show that I do. If you want to catch up on previous episodes of La Théâtre de Phénix, you can find them on my YouTube channel. I think we're almost completely up to date. You could definitely do a marathon of season 1 and season 2 and see how the technical setup gradually improves over the course of the shows. It'll be an interesting watch.
And then finally, because it's the year anniversary, when I first started this, it was a silly idea that got out of hand, but I thought this will be a fun thing to do, and I'll know what day of the week it is whilst I'm in lockdown. And from this has come so many hilarious memories and so many brilliant moments, but also so many friendships which have been strengthened, or people who I didn't even know or know that well. Everything's been strengthened, and I now find myself surrounded not just with talented people, but people who have enriched my lockdown and enriched my life, which I'm very grateful for. And I'm very grateful for all of you wonderful viewers who have joined us for this bizarre journey. So we're going to try and spread the love because it's the anniversary. We're going to find someone to raid. We're going to find someone to raid. Oh, yes, of course. I have to also keep in mind that I am doing a 12-hour charity stream. What, another one? On the 18th of April. We have a bunch of guest comedians booked. We'll do a proper lineup announcement soon. That's Sunday, April the 18th, noon till midnight, and we're raising money for Sisters Uncut, which is an intersectional feminist charity, which should be a nice thing. The lovely Gareth War is streaming, and I know that he sometimes streams Phoenix, right? So if we could raid him, and if everyone could just put objection, preferably all caps, as many exclamation marks as you see fit, and spread the love his way. On behalf of all of us here at THEATRE de Phényix, we cannot thank you enough for laughing with us and being baffled at how this series has aged like milk with us. All the love in the world to you. Have a very good night. We'll see you next week.